Davening takeaway, Torah Ohr, Daf 119. On the Daf, we have a description of how the process of Avodas Tefillah, the service of to Hashem with our heart, which is davening, and it describes how, in many cases, we are in a situation where we feel like we are something individual, something separate, a yesh. And in that case, when we start davening, we have a sense that we want to get close to Hashem, but it's me who wants to get close to Hashem. And we can also even possibly feel like a pain or uncomfortableness, that the fact that we are distant from Hashem, or anything that would want to make us distant from Hashem. And so we can approach it with a strong yearning to get close to Hashem. And it could even be that we have a feeling at the very beginning, not even that yet, that we just have a feeling that davening is something we need to do. We need to fulfill our obligation. And so we will fulfill that obligation. I am someone who has to take care of that obligation. Though, however, as we approach davening to the pinnacle, we are suddenly at a point where there is no me and just Hashem. It's all completely one. Hashem is Ein Od Milvado. There's nothing else besides Hashem. And that we can allow ourselves to be sublimated into that kind of oneness and have a sense of bittul, of self-nullification, the point where we can now allow ourselves to become part and one with Hashem. And so the question is, and the mimer addresses this, why is it that process possibly happens? Because we as ourselves are not always holding by this level of Ein Od Milvado, that the Hashem is just oneness and I'm just one with Hashem all day long. And the reason is that the mimer suggests is that if we are holding, unless we're at the level of Avraham Avinu, who has reached that level and is living with that sense of Ein Od Milvado, we could come possibly to a situation where if we just say that there's nothing but Hashem, so why do I have to do anything? It can possibly prevent me from doing anything because there's no motivation factor there, because it's all Hashem is only one. And so we start out our day and start out our davening even as a sense of separateness, but with our yearning and drive to be able to get close to Hashem. And through the avoda, all the different things that we go through in the avoda, all the different levels, the rungs of the ladder, approaching the point where we can now be completely one with Hashem, and then take that and that inspiration and whatnot, and then carry it through the rest of the day. And the mimer uses that as an example of how, say, the husk around a wheat kernel is important in the beginning, just as a shell for a fruit or a nut is important in the beginning, but once the fruit or the nut or the wheat kernel is developed, we no longer need that shell and it has to be discarded. And that same kind of idea that it starts out that the shell or the wheat husk is very important and vital to the development of that fruit or nut inside of it.